Hello everyone, Firemac here, and welcome back to the A Realm Reborn through Shadowbringers stream recap for Final Fantasy XIV. With me, Firemac. Yes, this obviously I'm still streaming. I'm still waking up because I was trying to get some stream time in the morning here, as you can see. Usually you can't see nothing because of the darkness, but yeah, it's daytime. Alright, so we're just going to hop on where we are, and we're going to see how much we can make it in about 2-ish hours, maybe a little less. Alright, so let's see. A Realm Reborn Part 6. The seventh astral era is meant to be a time of peace, and yet Eorzea remains rife with turmoil. From rampaging primals to unruly refugees, myriad are the problems demanding urgent answers. In response, Alphino forms the Crystal Braves, an ambitious company that will serve the realm as a whole rather than one nation. I always do that. I always do. Yep. So we're nearing the end of post ARRR, or A Realm Reborn. We're getting there. It's been a bit of a journey, but we're getting there. Traitor in the Mist. Minfilia would have you assist Alphino in his new station as a commander of the Crystal Braves. As I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding, but avail us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primals have been relatively quiet of late. The beast tribes who summoned them are under constant surveillance by the grand companies. Should any suspicion activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such time as a permanent solution to the primal problem has a permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. Man, a lot of the ways these people phrase these sentences is so difficult to grasp until you just say it out loud. Because it's not normal English. As for the Asians, Uranger is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the dark beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all this you knew already. Let us speak then more of current matters, in particular the state of the Crystal Braves. Alphino did well to found that organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Do not doubt. I doubt not that he is doing his best. I felt that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how you can be, independent to a fault, and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when help comes from you. Alphino has entrusted countless matters of import to your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again, were you to offer. I should be most grateful you would go to him and support him in whatever matter you are able. Woo! And where is Alphino? Right there? Cool. What's up, Ilbird? Dispatch first unit to Ulda, second and fourth are to stand by for further orders. What you got to say, Lamin? If figuring on our skilled Kularians work closely together, I dare say they could create extraordinary dishes sure to satisfy Eorzea and Domin alike. What you doing there, Thancred? A dazzling floral arrangement, and each blossom of peerless beauty in her own right. Ah, the blessing and the burden of an overactive imagination. What is it, Firemac? And do be concise. I am rather busy. You would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I had little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor. Though we are but newly formed, there is already a great demand for our services, and we are hard-pressed to answer all petitions, but I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. Oh, I just remembered, I meant to crank up the volume on the game just a wee bit. I just now heard how low the game is, and it might be a little too low. I know in other streams the game was kind of too loud, and then in the most recent stream I've turned it down a little too low. But anyway, let's keep going. The fact is, I would rather attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted my resolution to my second command, Captain Ilbert. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Firemac. Yo, what up, Ilbert?
Hail to you, sire. How might we serve you? Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own.
Thank goodness it's voiced.
That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence. Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the Grand Companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy.
The Ivy.
He was, however, certain that this Ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the Ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root. Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The Ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Reborn of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames, and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly. Assuming the Ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he would be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purpose by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-man army like you.
To the Hall of Flames. Round bound, round bound, round bound.
Well, well. What brings you here, my friend?
Oh, I enjoyed that there's more voice cutscenes.
He is here at my behest. Greetings, Reborn. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you! The honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye. We've both come far, have we not? Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Bah, spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to him, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you, Hilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway. I have tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all.
No. No way.
So it is we who have been compromised. Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Urda to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the Monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first? Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days and drink to the future of our homeland. Flame General, you wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Reborn's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
Traitor in the myth. Yay. Alright, Ilberd. Back and forth. Fourth being the number there. Ilberd is eager to continue his investigation to the Garland spy known as the Ivy. Our hunt for the Ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice to say, we must tread warily, but one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Commander Livior. Livior. Boom, 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 boom. Peeps are out and about. Reborn. Alright, so we're gonna talk to Alphino? Yeah, Alphino. Alphino! What up, Alphino? We are returned from Ulda, Commander. And not a moment too soon, something has happened. Trouble? You recall the Fourth was tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's minion and his Imperial contact. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. Gods damn it! According to the report, one of our ours has been taken captive. The guards are not wont to treat their foemen with dignity, and I have grave fears for her safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not the time. I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will serve to provide the Guardians with more captives, yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you're the best chance we have. Captain Ilbert has the right of it. I trust you are willing, but of course you are. Now, Aliane of the Fourth lies in wait in a tangle, near the entrance to the cast room sentry. Seek her out, and she will apprise you of the situation. Awesome, awesome. Awesome, cool. Awesome sauce. Alright, let's get out there to the tangle. Alright, so we're heading... Oh, just there? That's not too far. Apologies for the yawning, everybody. Alright. A fourth unit brave. What you got to say? Hang in there, Resh. We'll free you yet. Alright. You would aid us in the rescue mission? We are in your debt, Warrior Light. Now, time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. The Garlands fell upon us without warning, winning poor Rehesh and hauling her away to the cast room yonder. Outnumbered as we were, it was all we could do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Garlands may be interrogating Rehesh or worse. With her hurts, I fear that she will not long survive their intentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, But the bond that binds us is as strong as mithril. None of us stand by while a comrade suffers. We, remnants of the Fourth, will infiltrate Castrum Centurions. Please send us... Bleh. Please help us find Rehesh before it's too late. Rehesh. Or is it just Resh? I don't know. When they put those... Whenever there's an H, things get weird. H makes words sound very weird. Alright, so this shouldn't be much of an issue. Let's go save this Rehesh. Rehesh. There to go. Rehesh Pola Ali. Rehesh. What do you mean more pressing matters? What was that about? Oh, they're still... Damn it. Enough. Let me aid them. I'm aiding you, Rehesh. Pola Ali. Ugh. Where am I? Rehesh, thank the gods we found you. And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now, to quit this accursed place, Rehesh cannot move with those wounds. She will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Garlands will be only too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the castrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak again once we are safely outside these walls. Man, all this stuff we gotta deal with. Right here. Oh my god, I hate Legionary Advisor. Got this spot. See how simple. I have awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Rehesh is safe, and we suffered no further casualties. Words cannot well express my gratitude. All that is left to report. All that is left is to report the mission success to Commander Levior. I shall go on ahead to the Rising Stones. It does well to see you thus return. Though I doubt not your prowess, entering the enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture. I must confess to having been a trifle anxious. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as is your wont. Let us, lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert ministrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Firemac. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Rehesh owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. So, as you say it, Commander, I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Firemac, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I am afraid there is no rest for the weary. I require that you accompany me to Kurthus. I have been granted an audience with that Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of the fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you are ready. Alright, so maybe we're gonna go back to the old Ice Heart now? Coming to terms. Oh, I recognize that face. An influential Ishgardian wishes to meet the Warrior of Light, and Alphinaud would like nothing more than to oblige him. We have blessed with a rare opportunity, Firemac, an audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat with Ser Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. We would be wise to court his favor. For the reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Ser Aymeric wishes to meet the man behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Kurthus. Mayhap you feel this is to be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to nobler use. If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. Well, I have to speak with Memphilia now? Really? I need Memphilia's permission for this? That's weird. A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador. By all means, I think it is a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity of late. If Alphinaud believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Voiced? No. Antecedent! I take Firemac has explained the situation. He has. Yet, welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Would that I knew. The question of their motive is one to which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know more than is generally known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of Abalathia's spine, Abalathia, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean Alliance formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the Alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silvertear Skies. Since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas, even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Carthage, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the Alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall, as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why not? Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so, rather than the lowly messengers we have been fobbed off with in the past. This time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think that they come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. Yeah, nailed that word. The Empire will soon be our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart for Captain Dragonhead. Firemac, our old friend Lord Harshaphant, is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further ingratiated yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. Setting up the little bits for Heaven's Ward. Heaven's Ward. It's gonna happen. Alright, so the Camp Dragonhead. With our boy, Lord Harshaphant. Harshaphant. Ah, Firemac, an ever a welcome sight. Our hearths have stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold with enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Ah, good Master Alphino, an honor as always. Likewise, Lord Harshaphant. Forgive us on yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense! Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Fortom may even seek the aid of our newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I'm simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Ser Aymeric arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet with you at the first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey, and desirous to rest while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the intercessory. He will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. As inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it best we proceed to the intercessory forthwith. All these words, man. Oh wait, what? Oh, it's like right here. We have been expecting you, sir. Pray take your ease inside, and I shall summon the others. We shall go into the intercessory. Voiced casting? Voiced casting? Maybe? Yes?
Have faith,
there
my friend.
you go.
You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
I thought it was so freaking short, man.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Aymeric. Really? It's like that? It's not Aymeric? Aymeric? I'm gonna forget that. Aymeric.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Ser Aymeric. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Aymeric.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean Alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Forton has offered to Revenant's toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Ser Aymeric, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not, for I require something in exchange. Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury? All our precautions were for naught?
No weird pan shot. Like, what? Giacomo, the intercessions of saints. Just when we were starting to make progress, and to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Harshafont and find out what he has learned. Harshafont. You know, I probably could have entered through that door now that I think about it. Or no, maybe not. Doesn't come into this room. My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If we be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart's heretics fell upon the caravan bound for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulder Downs. 'Twas an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant every knight was slain, every crate seized. Then as quickly as they appeared they were gone. 'Twould be impossible feat without the knowledge of the route, knowledge to which only a select few are privy, I presume. Quite. We could pursue that avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, as Lord Harshafont said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack for discerning hidden truths, Firemac. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea. Inform our men of your intent upon arrival. They will gladly share their findings. Cool, so this says unlock 2 things that I know we're gonna tackle. I'm just not entirely sure the order of things. I could easily just look it up, but I want to keep it a mystery for a bit, at least for YouTube's sake, you know? What is that noise? Is that the water? Huh. It is. I don't remember them giving sound to the rivers. There's the caravan. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for A. Lord Harshafont bid you speak with us? Then you must be... Beg your pardon, Scion. As you can see, they left nary a crate behind. Tipped the wagon for good measure, even. Whole thing's a bit odd if you ask me. Would have been easier to just steal it, though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. Okay, reckon they came prepared, probably with wagons of their own, hidden away off, but pay no heed to my ramblings. Absent of proof, 'tis not but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving the care of the observatorium could tell you something more factual. That is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence amounted to much. So what? Wait, what? Oh man, making me go to observatorium now. So much to travel. Whew. Hopefully they're on the bottom floor. Oh yeah, they're not in the spire, on the looks of things. They're over here. And here. What? Up here then? Okay, there they are. Surviving Squire. You've come to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Echoes, pilgrims. Yeah, pilgrims, we marked them as lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them, and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl. I thought some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same, else why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek. Then he sighed and crumpled to the ground. I didn't know what had happened till I saw the snow turn red. Then there was red everywhere I looked. I tried to fight, but took a blow to the head, and by the time I came to, the others were dead, and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I couldn't. I mean, they'd have killed me, so I just laid still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. That's the first mention of Shiva. Can you guys get what the next trial's gonna be? Alright, this one I can actually teleport back. Ah, you've returned. What news have you for us? It seems the Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not read a single line of the Enchiridion, Master Alphano? Am I saying that? Enchiridion? Yeah, it's gotta be Enchiridion. Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostle who lay down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgarden scripture so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saint of heretics. Wait, you say she is their patron saint? Oh no, it all makes sense now. Lord Husherphone, what was the caravan's cargo? Ah, if I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva, as a beast tribe would a primal. Why else would they go to such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander once. Lord Husherphone, you would agree to that. You would agree that discretion is of paramount concern. Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphano. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to my brethren in Revenant's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you, though I'm sure you would not miss this for the world. Oh, they're talking to me now. Oh, is it Shiva time already? Strength and unity. Woe betide the heretic who crosses Alphano Livior, for they shall feel the full force of his fury. The persistent attacks on our caravans seemed little more than a nuisance at first. Heretics were a problem to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now that they have undivided... there's a cat at my door. Hold on. Okay. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising the affiliate of the situation, I shall summon a unit of crystal braves to assist us. As for you, Firemac, pray join me in White Brim Front. Since the incident in Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durandare have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have information which may help us determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillamont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there, then? Good. Good. Man. Every time I see Drillamont, that means I know what I have to do. I gotta enter that place for the top. Because it's actually easier. And luckily this time I can actually see where I'm going. I got like get this air pocket in my back right now. It's really bothering me. Sands of the Seventh Dawn wish to join the hunt for High Ice Hat. Oh, I hurt. Oh, I hit myself too hard there. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Drillamont. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire, who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, the selfsame frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms our suspicions. I have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of crystal braves to the White Brim Front, given the gravity of the situation. I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. 'Twould be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Ser Aymeric. I gotta get used to saying Aymeric. And so it begins, my friend. Though I dare say it will prove an all too brief collaboration. Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be a subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Drillamont has one in mind. Voice scene, maybe? Yes, yes, excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there's aught else you would have us do, pray speak, and it shall be done. What's up, Zoe? Dark words, dark deeds. Only in the naive place of all their hope in the success of a single solution, Lord Drillamont is anything but. Hold on, my cat is bugging. Go, Zoe. Go. Hurry up. Go. It seems as though we are always one step behind our quarry, ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but could yet yield the self-same result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Gil-Lame. I haven't forgotten Mr. Lameboy. We have not. A mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in Wiper in front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, at which point he must report to Sir John Tremont in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere. Simply watch and listen. I have seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which could endanger our plans. So we're observing. Dude is just down below. Oh god. So this is why I don't like going from the bottom there. It's like an extra floor and just gets in the way. And this has been bothering me. I'm sure that's been there for like the past 4 streams. We are watching you. We are watching you. You shall not get away. The suspected heretic leaves through the southwest gate. Don't mind us just flying through the air to watch you some more. Look at him go. The suspected heretic follows the road east. Gee, I wonder where they're going. As I go in the wrong direction. Oh, jeez. Alright, Where you going? Where you going, accursed knight? Where you going, man? The suspected heretic heads south. Go past these chinchillas. Where's the knight now? I don't see him. But we are surveying. Oh boy, are we surveying. You better watch out, accursed knight. They're meeting with the enemy. Hey! Hey! Where in the 7 hells are you? I'm freezing my bollocks off here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you so late? Why are you late? Accused. I've been saying accursed. I was like, I knew that didn't sound right. It's accused knight. Standing on the wall. Why else? I have duties to fill, you know. Your sole duty is to the... bloody echo. Lower your voice, or they'll hear us in Wiper in front. Yes, of course. The Temple Knights are... Aymeric, warrior of light, and Snowcloak. This is what you bring to me? We already knew about Carmen's in the Boulder Downs. We'll use the tunnels. And be dead before they know what's happening there, unless King Bungle his name forever reign in his current history. If you waste my time again, is that clear? Mumble, 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 mumble. Mumble, 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 mumble. Mumble, mumble, mumble. Mumble. Mumble, yes. Mumble, yeah. Oh, ooh, mumble. That's a good mumble pie. Now slice. Oh, yeah, that's good. Lord Drillamont, we have returned. Well, did your investigation bear fruit? Oh, did it bear fruit, man? Oh, man, let me tell you. Woo! I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. What that you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet, the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation and confident that they can thwart it. And their comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means it is key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword.